Light must be broken. Hello? Hello? Who's there? Ah! Yeah, look, we're playing Charming Prince and Flickerwisp and Taxes. Let's go.
Round 1.
All right, let's go first. Let's keep this hand. Plains into Giver of Runes. Pass the turn there. Spire Bluff Canal. So Storm maybe. Pass to us. Plains and Stoneforge Mystic. Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. Dredge. Creeping chills us. Okay. So because they did that in response, I'm going to grab Batterskull. Pass the turn there. Otherworldly Gaze again. Creeping chill goes off. No dredges yet. Inspiring Vantage. And they pass. Plains. Is it Aether Vial here? Run out Aether Vial. Pass the turn. Mana Confluence. Thrilling Discovery. Okay, there's the dredges. Conflagrate. Haven't seen that for a while. Cathartic Reunion. There's a prized amalgam in there as well. Creeping Chill hits us. Down to 11. Passing to us. So in the end step, Batterskull. Let's undo some of that damage. Go to our turn. Aether Vial. Ticking up. Ghost Quarter. Go to combat. Swing in for 5. So they can dredge back with Otherworldly Gaze if we Ghost Quarter them now. Let's wait for them to decide what they're doing. They are dredging. And I think that's fine what they've hit. Just flashing back an Ox. Okay, that's going to bring back a prized amalgam. They hit a lot of dredges there. Narcomoebas, Creeping Chills, the full shebang. Silver Smoke Ghouls will come back now that Creeping Chill's hitting us. It's going to be tough. All right, back comes their stuff. Let's activate Aether Vial in the end step, put Giver of Runes into play, go to our turn, Aether Vial, ticking up to 2. Solitude's a pretty good hit. Ghost Quarter, let's go to combat, swing in for 4. Opponent's blocking with an Ox. Give it pro red, back up to 16 we go, and we'll just pass it there. I'm going to cast Dark Blast on our Giver of Runes. Okay, that means they're committed to dredging the Dark Blast, but they have no black mana, so they have to have it in hand. Were they just trying to get us to activate the Giver? They don't dredge, they draw. Thrilling Discovery. Okay, some Narcomoebas. Silver Smoke Ghouls. They go to combat. Big swings. Let's cast Solitude. We're going to take out a prized amalgam. Go to blocks. Block. Prized amalgam. Prized amalgam. Because these are coming back because they've gained 3 life. So I'd rather keep them tapped. So we gain 7, lose 7, break even. Okay, do it that way. All right, so putting the Solitude there first. We'll get the Solitude Pro Black. And they've got 3 cards left in library, and I think we're good. Silver Smoke returns, which will target the other prized amalgam to return. And opponent scoops it up there. All right, that was really good game 1 against Dredge. Let's bring in Rest in Peace and Dranniths. And do we want Paths? Paths could be good. Yeah, let's bring in the Paths. And so in this matchup, they can bring in Thought Seizers. So because they can bring in Thoughtseize, we're going to cut down to 1 Aether Vial, 1 Thalia. Think we cut the Maul. We don't need it. We're going for Batterskull and Kaldra here. That's it. And then we can trim 2 Charming Princes, I think. Run it back like that. I'll keep this one. Mana Confluence, and they pass. Let's go Flagstone's Esper Sentinel. That draws out the Otherworldly Gaze. Dark Blast, Golgari Thug, and Ancient Grudge. Okay, all very good cards. Opponent's deciding whether or not to dredge. They do. They hit a Creeping Chill, domes us. They play Blackcleave Cliffs. Dark Blast, targeting our Esper Sentinel. Well, it's gone. That was their turn. So then let's go Plains, Rest in Peace, exile all the graveyards, pass it there. Blackcleave Cliffs from our opponent. Hardcast a Stinkweed Imp. Works for me. Let's go to our turn. Plains, Stoneforge. Let's get the Kaldra, pass the turn there. City of Brass, tapping it, dealing damage to themselves. Ray of Revelation on my Rest in Peace. Okay, but they pass the turn there. Ghost Quarter, activate Stoneforge. Kaldra into play, go to combat, swing in for 5, take it down to 14. Let's run out the other Stoneforge now. We haven't got anything to search for, but it just means they can't remove 1 Stoneforge to stop us getting Batterskull down. I don't think they have anything that deals with the Kaldra artifact itself either, so we can just flicker that with Flickerwisp if they prismatic the gem. Pass it there. Mana Confluence. Man, hopefully their mana does all the damage for us. Prismatic for 1 on our gem token. Yep, they just pass it there. Let's run out Giver of Runes, Flickerwisp, target the Kaldra. Pass the turn. So now even if they can deal with the Kaldra, we've got Giver of Runes to protect the Flickerwisp and just start attacking. 5 mana, 3 damage to them. Hard casting an Ox of Agonis. Okay, man, that wasn't a lot. They get another land though. Let's go to combat. Now Giver of Runes can protect. Let's just go to combat. They will block with the Stinkweed Imp, won't they? Swing in for 8. Let's give the Flickerwisp Pro Black. Trample over the Ox. Hit him down to 7. Pass it there. Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. 2 dredges. Yeah, that works with the Oxes. You can only take so many hits. Prismatic Ending on the Kaldra. Okay. 4 mana, down to 4. Otherworldly Gaze. They do hit a Creeping Chill and a Narcomoeba. Now they're paying the red for the Ox of Agonis. Okay. Hits another Narcomoeba. It's another Creeping Chill. Okay. All the way back up to 10. Goes to the end step. Activate Stoneforge. Batterskull into play. Go to our turn. Flagstones is nice. 5, 6. Yep. Okay. Flickerwisp. Target the Ox. Then we can swing in for Xaxes. Very nice. Very nice. Very clean 2-0 against Dredge. I'm really happy with that.
Round 2.
So our opponent's going first. I think this is an okay hand, actually. Okay, we don't get to see this too often. Opponent leads on a Shelldock Isle, so we're versing Mill. Interesting. Thalia will be very handy against Mill. So will Solitude. So let's go to our turn. Double Flagstones hurts though. So Flagstones, Aether Vial. So we can't play the second Flagstones till the Thalia is down. Pass it there. There's the Ruin Crab and Dark Slick Shores. Mills a bunch of our cards. Go to our turn. Aether Vial ticking up. Okay. Horizon Canopy into Thalia. Opponent casts a Visions of Beyond. Okay. Now we could Solitude now, ditching the Flickerwisp. Opponent gains no life. We don't get milled by that thing again. And then we still have the Solitude Charming Prince line open later. We don't have a white card yet, do we? I think we wait. Because if they have another one, they'll play it before they play their land. No, so just the one. They play the land, we mill 3 cards. And they're just happy passing there. Aether Vial. Ticking up. Opponent casting Extirpate on our Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, so all our Stoneforges will be gone. Now I'm going to Solitude, getting rid of Solitude. Target the Ruin Crab.
You get nothing!
Ruin Crab goes away. Activate Aether Vial. Charming Prince. Exile the Solitude. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Opponent takes it. So run out the other Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. Solitude comes back. Nothing worth exiling. We're presenting quite the clock. Mikukuru. Opponent casts Fractured Sanity. Okay, we milled 14 cards. Kaldra's gone. Let's tick up our Aether Vials. Let's tap Flagstones for mana. Let's play Flagstones. Keep the untapped Flagstones. Let's go get a Plains. We can't cast them all, can we? Okay, look, we got the Plains out of our hand. That's all right. Let's just go to combat, swing in, and then we could take our opponent down a land, off a hideaway land maybe? Because what is it? If an opponent has 20 or fewer. So it's going to enter tapped. So let's go to the end step. Activate Aether Vial. Flickerwisp, target the hideaway land. Pass it there. So now they need another blue source to cast any of their really big exile mill spells. Snow-covered swamp. Their land comes back. Aether Vial staying on 3. Other Aether Vial going up to 2. Give of Runes, not all that helpful. Let's go to combat. Swing with everything. It takes it down to 1. Let's just pass the turn there. Each player draws a card. Thank you. Another giver. Not bad. Visions of Beyond. Opponent draws a billion. 23 cards in our deck though. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. All right, we got there. I think everything's good. Yeah, I like everything. Let's run it back like that. I just brought in anything. 75 card main deck. Let's go. Not a lot of lands. It's all right. Happy to mulligan. Very happy to mulligan. So this one's a mulligan. Let's keep this one. Let's put a Charming Prince to the bottom. Polluted Delta, they crack it. Watery Grave, untapped. Ruin Crab. Let's go to our turn. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, that might be good with Thalia. So let's go Plains and let's just Charming Prince, evoke the Solitude, take out the Ruin Crab. Down to 68 cards in library. Play a Snow-Covered Swamp. Let's go to our turn. Rest in peace. So let's go Plains, Thalia. Visions of Beyond in response. Okay, Thalia resolves. Let's pass it there. Now if they tap out here, Stoneforge. If not, rest in peace. Life is good. Polluted Delta. They pass. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They take it. Let's play Horizon Canopy. Let's run out Rest in Peace. They cast Extirpate. Yep. Getting rid of all our Solitudes. They do get them all. Now they're cracking the Polluted Delta. Oh, get it untapped. Get it. Nah, tapped. All right. They remembered Thalia. Rest in Peace happens. Both lose our graveyard. Down to 14 already. Maybe even Stoneforge Mystic as a Squire is good enough, just in case we draw into our equipment. Field of Ruin. Okay. Hits the Horizon Canopy. Yep. Just gonna make us search. Might as well get the Plains. Now this switches on their big mills. Oh, just Fatal Push on the Thalia. Interesting. Well, they would have done the big mill then if they had it. Horizon Canopy, Burrenton, Stoneforge, Maul or Kaldra? Let's get Maul. Pass the turn there. So by blowing up our land, they just showed us that they didn't have the trap card. All right, they blow up our Horizon Canopy. No worries. All right, and now we have a 59 card deck. Pass it there. Horizon Canopy, swinging for 1 to activate Stoneforge, put the Maul into play, target the Burrenton, hit them for 3, down to 11. Pass the turn there. Dark Slick Shores, they pass. Do we crack the Horizon Canopy to draw? I think we do. Batterskull, that's a good one. Drannith, it's all right. Let's go to combat. We shouldn't have attacked with the Stoneforge there because we have the Batterskull. That was silly, Chip.
Fool!
All right, well, let's run out Drannith. Pass it there. So we'd have them dead next turn if they can't deal with our board. Visions of Beyond, cycling it. Yeah, silly me attacking with the Stoneforge. They'd be on 8. Yeah, okay. Ruin Crab certainly changes some of that maths, though. They mill us some more. We're at 53 cards in library. I don't think it matters. We're going to take a pretty impressive series of draws for our opponent to mill us out from here. Plains, let's just swing in. They block the Drannith. Take 3, down to 4. Pass the turn there. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. Another clean game. Okay. Rest in Peace certainly proving its keep, and Charming Prince was fantastic in that game as well.
Round 3.
All right, we've lost the die roll. I think we can get away with this hand. I'm going to keep Stomping Ground, tapped. Okay, let's go Plains and pass. Prismatic Vista, they crack it, get themselves an island, and Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. I just know I don't like it. They get themselves a treasure token. Let's go Plains, Stoneforge Mystic. Let's just grab the Maul here. Pass the turn. Temple Garden untapped. Path to Exile. All right, gives us a land. I like it. Get ourselves a Plains. They swing in for 1. Well, we'll take it. Go to our turn. Let's play Plains Flickerwisp, hey? Let's take out the token. They tap it for white. Okay. They don't use it, though. Works for me. Pass the turn there. Windswept Heath. Risen Reef. Okay. Opponent's gaining life. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3. They take it. Let's play Plains. Skyclave Apparition. Let's take out the Prosperous Innkeeper. Charming Prince. Let's exile our Skyclave. Give them a 2/2. Go to the end step. Take out the Risen Reef. Cracking the Windswept Heath now for a Temple Garden untapped. Okay. Ephemerate. Okay. Very fair. We could have Solitude in response there, but I think they have an Omnath that I want to get rid of. Pass it there. Ephemerate can rebound. Get themselves another card. Kessig Wolfrun, Utopia Sprawl on the Temple Garden. They choose white. Swing in for 2. I'm happy just to take it. Go to our turn. Aether Vial. Well, let's go to combat. Swing with everything. Casting a Solitude. Okay. Targeting my Flickerwisp, getting a card off the Risen Reef. Let's Solitude their Solitude. They eat our Flickerwisp. We're back up to 20. We hit them for 4, and we'll play Horizon Canopy, run out Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. Utopia Sprawl on the forest. They name green. Storm the Festival. So look at the top 5 cards. Put 2 permanents with mana value 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Okay, so Super Duper Coco. Kiki Jiki and Soul Herder. Okay, Soul Herder blinks the Risen Reef. All right, so they're just a big old value engine, I guess. Go to our turn. Aether Vial ticking up. Charming Prince, though. Let's play the Horizon Canopy. Let's throw down Maul. Let's go on the Skyclave Apparition. Charming Prince enters the battlefield, exiles the Solitude. Soul Herder's getting quite beefy. Gonna swing in the air for 4. They take it. Solitude returns, takes out the Kiki-Jiki. Sure, they make a copy of Risen Reef, get a bunch of triggers. They draw a card and they get a land into play. Soul Herder's now a 4/4. Windswept Heath, Panharmonicon. Okay, it's not looking great. Risen Reef. Okay. Infinite triggers. Just yield to them, see what happens. They draw a card, get a land, get a land, get a land, exile our Graveyard of Nothing, get a card in hand, get a card in hand. Okay. Crack their fetch, get a forest. Prismatic Ending on my Maul. Oof. Okay. No attacks and they're passing. They're exiling Risen Reef. They're tapped out. Let's crack the Horizon Canopy to draw. Costs us a life. Now the Solitude's good. They get a bajillion more triggers. They evoke a Solitude. Okay. So they don't have to discard. Gets to exile 2 things. Takes out our Solitude and our Skyclave. Okay. Bunch more Risen Reef triggers. Well, fingers crossed we can make a mill out, hey? There's nothing under the Skyclave for them to get it back. Soul Herder getting very large. Now they have to discard down. Go to our turn. Aether Vial will tick up. Land. So then let's crack our Horizon Canopy to draw another land. Okay. Well, it's got to be Solitude here. Let's take out the Soul Herder. Sure, our opponent goes back up to 15. We just swing in for 4. They trade off the illusion token for one of our Charming Princes. Pass it there. Solitude hurts. It's a board wipe. Windswept Heath. They crack it. Down to 12. Terror of the Peaks. Okay. Prosperous Innkeeper. Gain some more life. Wipes our board. Doesn't wipe our board. Hornet Queen though. So that's going to make 8. They deal 8 to us. I'm happy just to scoop it up there. There's no one card that gets us through that. So anything that's helpful against this list, maybe the Paths. And an additional piece of removal over, say, Thalia and Aether Vial. Bring in Paths. I think we can cut one Prince. Run it back like that. Let's play first. Yeah, we're going to keep this one. Plains into Giver of Runes. Pass the turn there. Now, if they have removal for the Giver, we'll just go Esper Sentinel Giver. Hallowed Fountain, untapped. Immediately Prismatic Endings the Giver. Okay. Flagstones. Giver of Runes, Esper Sentinel, pass the turn there. Now we could have run out Stoneforge there and gambled, because then we could double spell next turn regardless. Ketria Triome, okay. Pretty happy with how things are looking. Flickerwisp 2, okay. Plains, Stoneforge Mystic, let's grab Kaldra, swing in for 1. Pass the turn there. Prismatic Vista, they crack it. Plains, Skyclave Apparition, yeah. Takes out the Giver of Runes here. Let's give Stoneforge Pro White, just to stop any errant Solitudes. Go to our turn. So cast Giver of Runes, and let's Stoneforge in our Kaldra. Go to combat, swing in for 5. Take it down to 11, pass the turn there. Risen Reef, gets a card to hand. Plays a Temple Garden tapped, passes the turn. Skyclave, let's just take out their Risen Reef here. Swing in for 5, pass the turn there. And opponent scoops it up. All right, so we just got to be faster than them. That's good. Fast is good. I can do fast.
Speed. I am speed.
So because of that, do we want to bring in a Charming Prince over a Wisp? Run it back like that. Yeah, I like this hand. We're going to keep Stomping Ground, untapped, Utopia Sprawl on the Stomping Ground. Okay, naming white. Let's go to our turn. Charming Prince as well. So then do we Aether Vial? Go Aether Vial. Yeah, we're going to go Aether Vial. Pass it there. Windswept Heath. They crack it. Breeding Pool, untapped. Eternal Witness to get back the Windswept Heath. Okay, Aether Vial ticking up. Solitude as well. Let's tap the Flagstones for mana. Play the Flagstones. Keep the untapped Flagstones. Let's go a digging. Grab ourselves a Plains. Stoneforge Mystic. Let's get the Maul here. Pass. Windswept Heath. They crack it. Get themselves a Plains. Soul Herder. Okay. Let's Solitude the Soul Herder, getting rid of our Maul. Ephemerate, hey? Yeah, they got us. Blinking their Eternal Witness. Activate Aether Vial. Giver of Runes into play. Eternal Witness brings back the Windswept Heath. Aether Vial ticking up to 2. Activate Stoneforge Mystic. Put Kaldra into play. Go to combat. Swing at them for 5. Take it down to 9, pass the turn there. Ephemerate, rebounds on the Eternal Witness just to get the Ephemerate back. Windswept Heath, they crack it now. Okay, Forest, Court of Calling for 3 with Ephemerate up. Okay, Deputy of Detention, targeting the Kaldra. Okay, in the end step, they're going to flicker their Eternal Witness, getting back the Court of Calling. Okay, activate Aether Vial, Stoneforge Mystic. Let's get Batterskull. Go to our turn. Aether Vial, ticking up. Thalia 2. Well, let's cast Thalia. Beautiful. Activate Aether Vial, Skyclave Apparition, take away the Deputy of Detention, get back our Kaldra. Swing in for 7. Opponent takes it down to 1, and we will pass the turn there. Kessig Wolfrun, Court of Calling. Equals 4. Stonehorn Dignitary. Yeah, it's fair. Blinks it. Does that mean we skip our next 2 combat steps or just our next 1? Because we skipped it. There isn't a next one, then we have to skip. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Aether Vial can stay on 3. Path to Exile 2. Let's just cast Charming Prince, exile our Skyclave Apparition, let's take out the Stonehorn, pass it there. Temple Garden tapped, opponent goes to combat, no attacks and passes. Soul Herder blinking. Let's go to our turn. Aether Vial can stay on 3. Field of Ruin, okay. Let's play it, let's see if we get a combat. We do not, so it doesn't stack, okay. We'll just pass it there. Court of Calling, X equals 4. Okay, so what's this now? Felidar Guardian, because they're trying to get Kiki, and then they can win. Path the Eternal Witness. Okay, opponent gets a turn now. It's a clincher. Eternal Witness, which means they can get Kiki. So I think they just won on 1 life. X equals 5. Yeah, that gets Kiki Jiki. Felidar Guardian combo. Yeah, we path the Eternal Witness. Maybe we should have pathed the Guardian. Well, let's see if they do it. They do it. It's a cat. Blinks the Kiki. I don't think any of our taxing effects are saving us here. Yeah, so close.
Round 4.
Alrighty, we lost the die roll. I'm going to keep this hand. Opponent leads Forest into Amulet of Vigor. Our hand does nothing. Cool. Go to our turn. Skyclave's not bad. Plains, Esper Sentinel, Haas, Simic Growth Chamber. When it plays a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. And the Forest again. Well, let's go to our turn. Solitude's cool. Let's go Plains, Charming Prince. We'll scry 2. Put Horizon Canopy on the bottom. Put Skyclave on top. Solitude, ditching the other Esper Sentinel. Hit the Dryad. Solitude's going to go away. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. Pass the turn there. Explore. Are they paying the 1? They are. To Castle Garenbriggs. They pass it there. So Plains, Skyclave. Let's take out that amulet. Go to combat. Swing in for 3. Hope they don't have the Titan in hand. Pass it there. Yep. Primeval Titan. Bigger than all our creatures. What do they tutor up? Valakut and Handwear. Yep, fair enough. Let's go to our turn. Removal for the Primeval, please. No, but pretty good. Stoneforge Mystic. I think we just get Kaldra. If they can deal with the Stoneforge, we're pretty dead anyway. Pass it there, I guess. Summoner's Pact. I'm guessing for Dryad. Yep, for Dryad. So that means they get to double bolters with the Valakut and whatever land they play. Wipes our board. And then they give it haste as well. Maybe they're just going to go all face. I guess we can see. Sure, they swing in. Get a search for 2 lands. Gruul Turf and another Valakut, and that's the game. Okay, gross. All we really have in this matchup is paths. Bring those in. Think over the wisps. We can take out lands with wisps. Yeah, I think it might be... Is it Thalia here? I think it's Thalia. Yeah, we'll go down to 1 Thalia. Right back like that. All right, let's go first. Yeah, let's keep this one. Flagstones, Esper Sentinel, pass. Opponent goes Plains into Amulet of Vigor, gives us a card. It's an Aether Vial, not bad. Let's go Plains, run out Aether Vial, go to combat, swing in for 1. Take it down to 19, pass the turn there. Play a Simic Growth Chamber, Amulet triggers. Outland Liberator. Okay, blowing up my Esper Sentinel now. Okay, we already drew a card off it. Zuran Orb. Yep, let's go to our turn. Aether Vial, ticking up. Plains, Skyclave, let's take out the Amulet of Vigor.
Get over here!
Pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Forest and passes. Aether Vial ticking up. Stoneforge as well. Let's play Horizon Canopy. Go to combat, swing in for 2. Take it down to 17, pass the turn. There's the Urza Saga. They're passing in the end step. Aether Vial, Stoneforge Mystic. Let's get Kaldra. Go to our turn. Let's tick up the Aether Vial. Solitude, not bad. Activate Stoneforge. Kaldra into play. Go to combat, swing in for 7. Take it down to 10. Pass it there. Urza Saga ticking up. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Yep. Another Simic Growth Chamber. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. Now we know they got the Zuran Orb. I think Rest in Peace might actually be handy because it means they're running the Value Town engine, aren't they? So we're going to ditch the last Thalia and we're going to cut some Aether Vials for that. We could even bring in Katakis just to tax the amulet. Don't hate it. Cut to Esper Sentinel and Aether Vial for the Katakis. Right back like that because they're going first. Let's keep this hand. Forest, Arboreal Grazer. It's a breeding pool tapped. Okay, let's go to our turn. Plains and pass. Yavimaya. Explore. Okay, Amulet of Vigor. Simic Growth Chamber. Untaps. What do they bounce? The Forest. Okay, let's go to our turn. Plains, Kataki. Pass it there. This will hopefully tax them 1 mana in their upkeep. Yep, they pay it. 3 mana for a Dryad. Yep, they get a Forest and a Forest. Okay, well, let's pass the turn there. Maul of the Skyclaves. It's not bad. Let's just play the Plains. We're going to Skyclave Apparition, take out the Dryad. Pass the turn there, no attacks. Pay 1 or lose your amulet. They pay 1. Another Dryad, okay. And they pass the turn there. So they have 1 card in hand, they haven't played a land. So it's probably a Titan, which means Ghost Quarter on the Simic Growth Chamber is actually quite a viable option, isn't it? Set a stop during their draw step, I think. Let's run out Maul of the Skyclaves, chuck Maul on the Kataki, go to combat, swing in, take it down to 16, play Ghost Quarter, pass. In the upkeep, are they paying 1? They are. In the draw step, we're going to hit the Simic Growth Chamber. They tap it for mana, sacrifice it, get themselves a Forest. Pass it there. Nothing in passes. Okay, well, let's pay 1 for our Maul. Charming Prince, you say. Let's play a Plains, go to combat, swing in the air for 4. Charming Prince, exile the Skyclave. Charming Prince brings back the Skyclave. Skyclave takes out the Dryad. Pass it there. They pay 1 for the amulet. 4 mana and a Simic Growth Chamber. Get themselves a Primetime. Primetime searches up. Valakut and Handwear. So in response to these triggers, oh no, we can do it at the beginning of combat, make them spend the mana. Okay, they give the Primeval Titan haste. We're going to Solitude it. This takes our opponent back up to 18 and they have a lot of lands, but hopefully we can draw through this. Kataki's now taxing us more than it's taxing our opponent, but it did its job at the start there. Let's go to our turn. Let's pay 1. Another Kataki is not ideal. So let's just quickly go to combat. Swing in for 4. Okay, they take it. Let's crack the Horizon Canopy to draw. Hope for a Stoneforge. Nope. It's a redraw next turn though. Pass it there. They pay to keep the amulet. Expedition map. It's not good. Arboreal Grazer. Okay. Puts a Forest into play. Untaps the Forest. So we're either dealing with the Expedition map, they can loop that. Get the land that transmutes for a 0-drop. So we're either dealing with another Titan or a Dryad next turn, which is a worry. Both are worries. Okay, let's go to our turn. Let's pay 1 to keep this Maul going. Flickerwisp. Okay. Horizon Canopy is a redraw. Let's do that now. There's the Stoneforge. Swing for 4 in the air. Stoneforge Mystic. Let's get Kaldra. Pass it there. Okay, they're cracking the expedition map. They get the Thalia West. Okay, so they can't Thalia West and Titan in the same turn. Currently. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Okay, cycles the Thalia West. It's a Simic Growth Chamber. Okay, just to Valakut the Stoneforge? Sure. Stoneforge is down. Now I think they get another land drop here. They do. Valakut hits. Hoping not Skyclave here. Ah, they go after the Skyclave. Ah, we had the Wisp in hand. It's alright. Plenty of removal in the deck to draw into. Skyclave Apparition goes away. Gives them a token. Swinging for 3. Okay, well, we'll take it. We're racing now.
Now this is pod racing.
Let's pay 1 to keep them all. Solitude. So we could Flickerwisp, blink the Charming Prince, scry 2. I don't hate it. And then we can Solitude the Dryad. Okay, let's go to combat. Swing in for 4. Yep, cashing in an Arboreal Grazer. Flickerwisp, flicker the Charming Prince. Go to the end step. Is there any benefit of exiling this Flickerwisp? No. No benefit in gaining 3 life. The scry is the best option. Okay, another Wisp. That gives us another offensive hitter, yeah. I don't think we need the Giver. Put that on the bottom. Put the Wisp on top. Pass it there. Go to the main phase. Simic Growth Chamber. Targeting my Flickerwisp. Yep, very fair. And then I'm going to cast Solitude by exiling my Kataki. And I'm going to take out their Dryad. And now Dryad's gone. They no longer control 5 mountains, was Valakut resolves. In theory. Yeah, there we go. Flickerwisp survives. They have to return a land to their hand. And they just have a Primeval Titan. Rough. Alright, well, they'll play it. Simic Growth Chamber and Thalia West. Oh dear. So tapping the Thalia West for mana. Transmuting the Thalia West. Which means Dryad's coming back. Summoner's Pack. Oh, this is rubbish. I hate this so much. Primeval Titan won't gain haste unless they do it this way. They have another land in hand. So Dryad, they have another land? Of course they do. All right. Shoots the Flickerwisp. Flickerwisp was our answer. Growth Chamber untapped. He's swinging for 6. We're going to take it down to 11. So if we play Flickerwisp, blink the Charming Prince, Flickerwisp comes back during our turn. So yeah, taking out the Flickerwisp lost us the game.
Round 5.
All right, we've won the die roll. Let's go. This one's unkeepable. Mulligan. So we can play Field of Ruin, then Ghost Quarter it and get a Stoneforge down on turn 2. And then play Ghost Quarter, get Kaldra down. It's Mulligan. Sounds way better. I'm going to keep Canopy. It helps us draw out of the mulligan. So we'll just ditch Flagstones Flickerwisp. Now we're going first. So I guess we'll lead Esper Sentinel. Maybe we should have put Aether Vial back then. Pass the turn there. Yeah, if we're going first. If we're going second, I could see an argument for Aether Vial Thalia. Okay, opponent plays an island. Usses. Very nice. Hopefully this is a good match for us. Solitude. So Horizon Canopy. Let's cast Thalia now. Do we Time Walk our opponent? Looks like we might. Swing in for 1. Take it down to 19. Pass the turn there. There's a Saga. Gross. Go to our turn. Ghost Quarter's cool. To cast Aether Vial. Would they trade off a Snapcaster Mage for an Esper Sentinel? Probably, but so would I. Swing in for 3. Yeah, Snapcaster Mage. Knew it. I knew it. Takes out the Esper Sentinel. Ghost Quarter. We'll just take it out now. They can't use the mana for anything. Be upset if they can get a white land. Nope, just blue. No worries. Another Saga. Damn, okay. Aether Vial ticking up. Esper Sentinel off the top? No, but backup Thalia is nice. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. We almost skipped through our combat there. MTG is laggy. Alright, they take it down to 15. Past the 10 there. They cast Opt. Okay. There's a Saga ticking up. Island. So, some sort of Urza deck, I'm guessing. Let's go to our turn. Aether Vial will tick up. Huh. Archmage's Charm, hey? Let's tap the Aether Vial then. Say no. Field of Ruin. Let's take out Urza Saga. Get ourselves a Plains. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 13. Pass the turn there. Aether Vial. They tick it up. Another Urza Saga. Okay, this is getting a bit ridiculous now. Serum Visions. They pass the turn there. Another Aether Vial's good. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They take it. Let's run out Aether Vial. Yep, counterspell. Pass the turn there. There's a Saga ticking up. Hopefully they don't play a land here. They don't. Okay. Skyclave's cool. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. Let's pass the turn. So they make a construct. Go to their turn. Do they make a construct? They do. Then what do they tutor for? Brainstone. Okay. Swing in for 4, hey? No blocks. Let's attempt to cast Solitude. exiling our Thalia. It resolved. Very nice. Let's take out their untapped token. So we could have saved ourselves a life if we did that at another point. Go to our turn. Flickerwisp. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They take it. Let's cast Flickerwisp. Let's take out the token. Pass the turn there because we want to Skyclave our own Aether Vial. All right, they're going to Brainstone, not Brainstorm, because we want to Skyclave our own Aether Vial in case of a board wipe. All right, they have 6 cards in hand. Something's got to give soon, surely. Temporal Mastery. Casting it for its miracle cost. Does cost them 3 mana though, so this might just be an expensive draw spell. Castle Vantress. Serum Visions. Okay, so they're taking the turn. I don't think that's all that bad, really. Aether Vial doing its thing. Another Temporal Mastery. Fair enough. They exile themselves, though. Mishra's Bauble. Okay, they go to their turn. Fading Hope on our Thalia. Okay, cracking the Mishra's Bauble, looking at their top card. Interesting. Another Brainstone. Pass. They draw off the Mishra's Bauble. No miracle trigger. We hit a Stoneforge. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3. Let's just go for a Stoneforge here. If they got the counter, they were going to counter the Thalia anyway. If they don't, we have an uncounterable threat next turn. Yep. Archmage's Charm. No worries. Pass it there. Stops them cracking the Brainstone. Another Castle Vantress. Serum Visions. Cracking the Brainstone now. Okay, hoping for an extra turn spell next turn, perhaps? Field of Ruin would be nice. Wouldn't it just? Flagstones, okay. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3. Take it down to 5. Let's tap Flagstones and Plains to run out Thalia. Aether Vial. My own Aether Vial. Yep, for a Snapcaster Mage. This for an Archmage's Charm for Counterspell. Okay, well, we'll just pass it there. Suppose we could have played Flagstones, cracked the Canopy, but I think I like my lands. Or I like my mana. Temporal Mastery, yep. Off the miracle. That's all right. They can only have one more. Archmage's Charm. They draw 2 cards. Swings in for 2. So we've dealt with 3 sagas. We've dealt with 3 temporal masteries. We are on 10 life. Hopefully we can get there. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Annoying. Bounces our Flickerwisp. It's a worry. Scalding Tarn, and they pass. Yeah, maybe not playing that land was a mistake. Swing in for 2. And now we get a turn, I believe. We do. Kaldra. Let's tap Flagstones for mana, play Flagstones, keep Flagstones, get ourselves a Plains. Let's run out Skyclave Apparition. That eats a counterspell. Pass it there. Jace Brainstorms. Field of Ruin. They Field of Ruin our Canopy? Okay. I will happily rip a Plains out of my deck. Mishra's Bauble, looking at their own top card. Scalding Tarn, they're down to 4. 1 card in hand. Serum Visions. Okay. If we can rip a threat now, maybe we'll be okay. Swing in for 2. They only have 1 card in hand. Maybe we can do it. They draw off the Mishra's Bauble. Temporal Mastery. Okay. So they're getting an extra turn after this one. Let's run out Giver of Runes. Run out Flickerwisp. Let's grab our Aether Vial back. Long overdue. Pass to our opponent's turn. Yep, they're going to scry. But I think that's all their temporal masteries. Brainstorms with Jace. Aether Spellbomb. Yeah, that hurts. They swing in for 2. I am just going to snap block with the Giver of Runes because they could have an Archmage's Charm to take it, and I don't want them to do that. Scries with the Vantress. Opts. Brainstone. Passes to themselves. Brainstorms with Jace. There's the Saga. Hopefully there's no more extra turn spells in the deck though, because that'd hurt my feelings. Okay, and they're passing it there. Aether Vial will tick up. Giver of Runes is nice. So let's hit the Jace. They'll bounce with the Aether Spellbomb, I guess. Yep. And then let's Flickerwisp. That draws out a counter spell, and then we'll just pass it there. There's a Saga ticking up. Jace brainstorming. So we need answers for these Saga tokens. Maybe we should have saved the Flickerwisp. Brainstone as well. It's a worry. All right, Aether Vial. Giver of Runes in. They steal it with Archmage's Charm. Okay, go to our turn. Aether Vial ticking up. Attempt to cast Esper Sentinel. They crack the Brainstone. Hopefully no counter. There's the counter spell. Oh dear. Okay, they make a construct. They make another construct. Shooter up a bauble. Hitting us down to 1. So Flickerwisp doesn't save us. Solitude doesn't save us. Stoneforge doesn't save us. Thalia doesn't save us. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in our deck that saves us from this position now. Especially now that they own our Giver. Alright, well, they swing in for 4. Alright, we haven't hit a Charming Prince all game. Charming Prince can blink the Giver of Runes and we have 2 blockers. Buys us another turn. Okay, so we'll keep Aether Vial on 2. That's the game. All right. Urza's Saga Miracles. Kataki, rest in peace. And do we want paths? Probably not. So let's cut the Charming Princes. A Wisp and a Kaldra, because they can take control of it. Yeah, let's run back like that. Won the die roll. Let's go first. One lander. It's a good one lander though. Let's keep. Plains, Esper Sentinel, go. Misty Rainforest, nothing. Okay, there's another land. Give her runes, give her runes. Go to combat, swing in for one. Take it. Fading Hope. Okay, so we draw a card. They still take one off the fetch. We drew a Ghost Quarter. That's good. Pass it there. Scalding Tarn for an island. Serum Visions. This means they don't have counterspell. Serum Visions. Ghost Quarter, Aether Vial, Esper Sentinel. We are going to attack because it'll take their whole turn to Archmage's Charm and we'll draw. Pass it there. Temporal Mastery. You're paying it for its miracle cost. Sure are. We get to draw. Very nice. Another Aether Vial's cool. Island, and they pass. Yeah, it's fine. They're playing a land, drawing a card. Urza's Saga, sucks a little. Archmage's Charm on my Esper Sentinel. Okay, go to my turn. Aether Vial ticking up. Horizon Canopy. Flickerwisp on the Esper Sentinel. Let's wait for the Esper Sentinel come back. And then Ghost Quarter the Urza Saga. Castle Vantress. Go to our turn. Aether Vial ticking up. Another Ghost Quarter's good. Let's play Ghost Quarter. Go to combat. Swing in for 3. Let's cast another Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. Opponent casts Snapcaster Mage, yeah. On an Archmage's Charm, yeah. Gonna draw 2, sure. We get to draw. Another Ghost Quarter, okay. Let's pass it there. Scalding Tarn. Brainstone, are you paying 1 opponent? They are. Aether Spellbomb. Okay, end step. Let's crack the Horizon Canopy to draw. Another Flagstones. Let's Ghost Quarter our own Flagstones. Get a Plains and a Plains. Go to our turn. Aether Vial on 1 and the other Aether Vial can go on 3. Horizon Canopy's good, but I think we've got to go with Ghost Quarter to muck up our opponent's Brainstones and their Scries. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3, pass the turn there, and it activates Brainstone. It's Ghost Quarter the Castle Vantress. We either strip mine them or they shuffle. They shuffled. Okay. Pass to our opponent. Urza's Saga, annoying. Brainstone, are you paying the 1? Sure are. They pass the 10 there. Let's tick the little Aether Vial up to 2. Kataki, Horizon Canopy, go to combat, swing in for 3. Let's pass the 10 there. So they Brainstone now. Okay. Crack the Scalding Tarn. Fading Hope on their Snapcaster Mage. Activate Aether Vial on 3. Skyclave, take out the Snapcaster Mage. Come here! Pass it there. There's a Saga ticking up. Castle Ventress. Brainstone, you're paying the 1. Keep the Aether Vials where they are. Plains, play it. Go to combat. It's just swing in for 3. Opponent takes it. Go to the end step. Makes a construct. Activate Aether Vial. Play Kataki. Pass. They crack the Brainstone. Draws a card off the Aether Spellbomb. Goes to their turn. They have to pay 1 or sacrifice the construct. They pay 1. There's a Saga going off. They make another construct. We're kind of board wipe proof here too. Field of Ruin. Equips to the construct token. It's block with a Skyclave. Give protection from blue. Wait, not sure what happened there. It's not blue, is it? It's colorless. Ha! Engineered explosives for 1. Get another Esper Sentinel. Man, we really punted there, didn't we? End step. Let's cast Solitude. Let's take out the illusion token. Plains. Let's draw a card. Can't really Stoneforge for anything right now, can we? Let's run out Esper Sentinel. Stoneforge. Let's get Kaldra. No, let's get Batterskull. Swing in for 6. No blocks from our opponent. Down to 3. Pass the 10 there. And they scoop it up there. Fair enough. I think I'm going down a Solitude for a Flickerwisp. And that'll do. Let's keep Scalding Tarn from our opponent. They crack it. Island. Brainstone. Go to our turn. Plains. Esper Sentinel. Pass. There's a Saga. They pass. Plains. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. They take it. Let's try for an Esper Sentinel. Let's try for a Giver of Runes. Pass turn there. Misty Rainforest. They crack it. An island. Pass the turn there. Thalia. Thalia. Swing in for 2. Yep, they make a Saga. Token. Block an Esper Sentinel. I will give protection from colorless, not blue. Not repeating that mistake. Pass the turn there. Now hopefully they make a Saga token here. And I'll just run out Kataki. No. Oh, they are. Okay, cool. Yep, Kataki coming down. Flagstones. Kataki. Let's just pass the turn there. No attacks. Paying to keep Construct and Construct, but not Brainstone. Okay. They play an island and they pass the turn there. Let's keep 1 Esper Sentinel. The other Esper Sentinel. Solitude's pretty cool. Plains. Flickerwisp. Let's take out a Construct. Swing in for 4. Yep. Opponent's going to trade off with the Kataki. That's fine. Opponent ops. We get to draw 2. Another Kataki is cool. We're ahead on time and we're ahead on board. Island from our opponent. Brainstone. You're paying the 1. Paying the 1. You're paying the other one. Not paying the other one. Okay. Let's go to our turn. Horizon Canopy. Go to combat. Swing in for 7. Opponent takes it. We'll just pass it there. Crack the Brainstone. Let's make him shuffle. There's a Saga. Yep. Another Brainstone. Rest in peace is cool. Cracks the Brainstone now. Okay. Alrighty, opponent scooped it up there. Very happy. Okay, Charming Taxes. Now, I made some changes for this list, and I'm pretty happy with how it went. We went 3-2 overall. Really unlucky against the Valakut deck. They're just so many answers. They just prey upon our deck, and there's just, I mean, unless we start sideboarding even mind sensors and stuff, there's probably not a lot we can do. Not in these colors anyway, but we fought the good fight. And you know, our losses were hard fought. So generally when we play taxes, we find what happens is we lose very easily to our opponents, or we have to grind for victories. But we actually did really well with regards to our wins, and our losses were all 1-2s. So we definitely fought hard. And then that game, oh dear, against the cat combo deck, if we had pathed the cat, we had them on 1 life, all we had to do was path the cat. But I thought that the Eternal Witness could get back their Convoke spell and they'd have another cat and then we'd be facing the same problem. But I'm not sure they could cat and Kiki in the same turn. So maybe that was just incorrect of me. I don't know, but that one was wicked close. I feel like we're really doing quite well with taxes at the moment. I know it was only a 3-2, but I feel like we're doing quite well. And I've just realized I'm not running any manlands or utility lands in this list apart from the Flagstones and Field of Ruin and Ghost Quarters. So we have no Mishra's Factory, we have no dragons, no Cave of the Frost Dragons. So, oh my goodness, that could have changed the maths so much. I thought it felt a bit easy getting planes. Rest in peace over Sanctifier. We didn't verse any of the Darcy or Ragavan lists. So not a full test on that, but I'm really, really happy with Rest in Peace over the Sanctifier so far. Just being able to just nuke the whole graveyard forever just feels good. And I don't think they run a lot of main deck answers to deal with it, especially things like Grixis Death Shadow. They have to use engineered explosives to deal with it. That even shuts down their dress down shenanigans where they can cast dress down and get around it like that, because Rest in Peace isn't a creature. Was never disappointed to see a Charming Prince. Now, generally where the Charming Prince slot is, I will run another value card, but honestly, I really like the Charming Prince being able to blink the Solitudes, and Skyclave Apparitions quite readily felt super good. Maul of the Skyclaves over Sword of Fire and Ice, especially when running the Esper Sentinels, feels right. Batterskull and Kaldra in the deck feels right. Now, it was only a 3-2, but I feel like we did really, really well. So I hope you've all enjoyed the video. And until next time, have fun.